Hello and welcome back, truth seekers, to our channel, where we blow the lid off the mind-blowing, hidden truth that lies under the glitzy facade of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. We're back with piping hot royalty that's guaranteed to leave Meghan and Harry a smoking heap worse than a California wildfire. Today's scandal involves Princess Eugenie playing what can only be described as the ultimate revenge card on her backstabbing uncle and his truth-peddling wife. This one's guaranteed to have Harry weeping into his scones, while Meghan desperately rage-googles how she can somehow derail another family member she can't control. But before we get our sensitive little toes wet in the calamitous waters of this revelation, if you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. You don't want to miss the explosive content we have planned for you. So here's the deal. Princess Eugenie, you know, the actual royal that Harry and Meghan are hopelessly jealous of. Yeah, she pulled off a power play that was so scorching, it's guaranteed to smoke those two LA grifters out of whatever millionaire bunker they're holed up in. The story goes like this. Prince William hosts a lovely little garden party at Buckingham Palace, which is still more of a royal function than Harry has been invited to in years. Eugenie attends, alongside Beatrice, and the rest of the royal family members who, you know, weren't dopes enough to somehow bitterly divorce themselves from the institution. But here's the rub, Eugenie not only arrived, but she made a statement. She arrived in an outfit which positively shouted regal elegance, a far cry from the laid-back California casual so beloved by Harry and Meghan. She moved with ease, projecting the kind of royal charm and grace that has somehow eluded her exiled relations. And if that weren't enough, Eugenie was famously overheard engaging in long conversation with a number of high-profile guests, including some of the very people Harry and Meghan have so publicly railed against. Not only did this push further underscore her commitment to the crown, but it subtly underscored the ever-widening chasm which exists between herself and her disgraced uncle. Rumor has it that Eugenie was even heard to raise a glass in a toast which contained a veiled reference to the importance of family unity and tradition, a blatant reminder of the values Harry and Meghan have so spectacularly turned their backs upon. The trickle-down effect of this event is palpable, with watchers and media outlets alike all abuzz with discussion of Eugenie's masterful display of loyalty and grace. Meanwhile, back in their Californian Eden, Harry and Meghan are said to be running to try to plug the hemorrhage. Insiders report that their PR machine is working overtime trying to spin the story in their favor, but the damage is done. Eugenie's gambit has not only demonstrated to the world that she belongs at the adults' table, but it has cast a long shadow over Harry and Meghan's egotistically self-imposed exile. Now buckle up, because this is where things get spicy. After catching wind of a picture of her working royal cousins, Eugenie took the opportunity to post a snap from the tail with a caption that was not so subtly shaded about family support. Ouch. I mean, don't you just love a good public underline well away from Meghan's Duchess Pious act? Because that's all Eugenie's little Instagram salvo was, a none too subtle reminder that she's all about putting her actual bloodline first. Not the tired and tiresome, my truth, whining that Meghan and Harry have built their entire brand around. Just an easy statement that, at the end of the day, Eugenie's loyalties would always lie with her family. Hey, the royals Harry bailed on like a deadbeat dad. I can only imagine the tantrum that this set off in the Montecito manse of mirrors. Meghan likely squeezed out a few crocodile tears between bites of her customary grass and kale salad, faking her emotions but coddling the beleaguered inner child of her husband with a, "But you still love me, right? Your family is my family." Well, meanwhile, old mucker Harry was likely curled in a fetal ball somewhere, weeping about how much he misses having a real family to support him. Because let's face it, the only family he has now is the scheming sociopath that he married and her tragic penchant for alienating him from his actual blood ties. And don't even get me started on how thoroughly burned Harry must have felt that Eugenie very much avoided his sad little, "I'm still relevant" gambit that was the Invictus Games earlier this month. Eugenie's Instagram post was more than just the usual family picture. it was a calculated political statement in the ongoing saga of royalty, an unequivocal announcement that she is choosing her roots and values over the fabricated narratives being cranked out by the Sussexes. This open display of loyalty is more than just a very obvious message to the people but a considerable declaration of defiance over the Hollywood type of drama that Meghan and Harry have introduced into the royal narrative. The Montecito mansion must have been a pressure cooker of emotions after Eugenie's post. The couple, who have thrived on public pity and whipped into an art of victimization, were thrown a huge reality check that loyalty and family ties in the royal household run much deeper than their media hysterics. Meghan's display of hurt and Harry's wistful forlorn only betray the deepening chasm between them and the royal family that they used to belong to. In the greater functional scheme of things, what Eugenie does is provide a testimony to the everlasting power of family ties and the intrinsic value of authenticity over sensationalism. Her unassuming but determined stand is more of a reminder that while the media narratives come and go, the real sense of loyalty and familial ties abide, unwavering in the storm of public opinion and personal vendettas. I'm talking about the kind of vicarious embarrassment that is like a hot iron brand in your soul, which makes the experience of just watching the whole thing nearly unbearable. You can just imagine Meghan Khan, the forever manipulated royal, being led to believe that this whole event is their big return to the fold moment. She was probably imagining a scene where she was going to be photographed looking like a happy family woman at her creation. Maybe Meghan even thought this was an overdue opportunity for the monarchy to come groveling, begging for her triumphant return. But nope. Instead, Eugenie joined the ranks of working mortals and gave good old Harry a brutal dose of reality. She made it clear that he chose to make this sad circus his life, and she no longer has any intention of being a rube propping up his self-pity parade. So where does that leave the disgraced Duke and his puppeteer wife? Sidelined and scorned by the very family they've tried so desperately to capitalize on, despite so smugly giving it the middle finger a few years back. It's a harsh dose of reality for the couple who thought they could have their cake and eat it too. You can bet that disgraced royal hanger-on Meghan is already scheming on how she can twist this to suit the perpetual victim tall tales she sells for $40,000 a pop. She will undoubtedly spin this latest setback into another chapter of her ongoing narrative of being wronged and misunderstood. It's almost impressive how she can always find a way to position herself as the victim, even in the face of clear consequences for her actions. Meanwhile, the public watches with a mix of fascination and discomfort, cringing at every misstep and ill-fated attempt at redemption. The spectacle of their lives has become a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the perils of believing one's own hype. As they continue to navigate this self-created circus, one can't help but wonder what the next act will bring. In the end, it's a sad commentary on the length some people will go to maintain a semblance of relevance and the high price they pay for their choices. Meghan and Harry's story is a stark reminder that the pursuit of fame and fortune can often lead to a lonely and isolating path, far removed from the fairy tale they once believed in. Maybe there will be a sad podcast or a follow-up Oprah interview where she cries about her truth once again being silenced. Who knows or cares at this point? All I know is that Eugenie's actions speak louder than any tacky American book deal ever could. She showed the world exactly where her allegiance lies, squarely on the side of family, tradition, and the monarchy. Princess Eugenie's recent actions have not only reaffirmed her loyalty to the royal family but also underscored the values she holds dear. In a world increasingly captivated by sensationalism and personal drama, Eugenie stands as a beacon of steadfastness and dignity. Her choices resonate deeply with those who value the enduring traditions of the monarchy, contrasting sharply with the tumultuous path chosen by others. Prince Harry may be many things, a weakling, a turncoat, and a reality show extra in his own life. But at the end of the day, he'll never be as strong and regal as the real princesses he so foolishly turned his back on. These princesses, including Eugenie, embody the grace and resilience that the monarchy symbolizes, qualities that Harry seems to have forsaken in his quest for personal freedom and recognition. Ultimately, it is a tragic commentary on the extent to which individuals are willing to do battle to try to maintain some sense of currency and the monumentally high cost they will have to pay to be able to make their choices. The tale of Meghan and Harry is a stark reminder of the fact that the pursuit of fame and fortune is often a long and lonely road that is miles away from the fairy tale with which they originally bought in. Perhaps there will be a tragic podcast or a follow-up Oprah interview where she will cry about her truth being suppressed yet again. Who knows and who really cares at this point? All I know is that the actions of Eugenie have crystallized even more so than any trashy American book deal ever could. She has allowed the public to know where her loyalties truly are, and they are with the side of family, tradition, and the monarchy. The latest actions of Princess Eugenie have not only confirmed her loyalty to the royal family but also exemplified the values for which she holds esteem. In a world that is becoming increasingly intoxicated with sensationalism and personal drama, Eugenie is a beacon of a sense of unyielding fortitude and dignity. The choices she made will resonate most with those who prize the timeless conventions of the monarchy, as opposed to the tempestuous road that others might choose to journey down. Prince Harry may be many things: a coward, a traitor, a reality program extra in his own life. But ultimately, he will never be as strong and royal as the true princesses he so short-sightedly threw the baby out with the bathwater. The true princesses, inclusive of Eugenie, embody the sense of fortitude and resilience to which the monarchy stands for, factors that Harry appears to have looked away from on his journey towards personal freedom and standing.